Hi, my pals. I'm so happy to be yogaing with you today because today I'm feeling a little hyper and a little goofy. So I'm going to ask you to be a little bit silly with me today, and then I will make a very calm, serious video for you next time. Deal? Okay, hope you said deal. Let's begin with a nice deep breath. One more big breath, my pals. Oh, that one, yeah. We played that here before. Choose a mantra. Choose to tell yourself something. I am choosing I am energetic. You can choose to tell yourself I am smart, I am strong, I am brave, I am creative, whatever. Just think about it for a moment. You got it? Cool, cool. And let's do one humming breath to seal it. We breathe in. I love that one. Come to standing. Ensure your self-space is safe. Are you going to trip on anything? Are you going to bump into anything, etc.? I'm good. I'm safe. I'm set. Let's begin by balancing on one leg and just shaking the foot out. Balance on your other leg. Shake your foot out. Stand on both feet and flick one hand open and closed. Flick your other hand open and close. Roll one shoulder back, 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 back. And now your other shoulder, back, 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 back. Both shoulders forward. Both hands up as you breathe in. Both hands down as you breathe out. One more, my pals, up. And down. Okay, I bet you were expecting me to share a yoga pose with you right now. And that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to spell your name with your nose. So for me, it would look like this. Ms. Mack. If you feel self-conscious or shy or silly, you are allowed to turn away so that you're not looking at your classmates or they're not looking at you. If you're feeling social and you want to see other people and you feel comfortable, you can be looking at each other because this looks very funny. Either option is okay by me as long as you are trying it. Spell your name, your whole name, with your nose, as if there's a pencil on your nose. Again, just try it. It's fun. I think it's fun. Freeze. Just check out how you're feeling. Are you feeling silly, hyper, embarrassed, social, focused, whatever? Just notice how you're feeling. Take a big breath in and out. If you are facing away from the camera, turn back for a moment, please. Everybody look at me. And I'm going to ask you to spell your name with made-up poses now. And then I promise we'll get to more traditional poses in a second. So I'm going to think about how I could make the letter M with my body. And I think what I'm going to go with is I guess this looks like an M by itself, my arms, but I'm going to take that. And then I, S, S, M, A, C, K. You have the same choices. If you feel comfortable, then you can be looking at the other group members if that feels fun and silly to you. If you don't feel comfortable, if you feel a little weird doing this, look away. If you are looking away, it's not fair to peek at other people. So you choose working by yourself, spelling your name, or being able to see other people. It doesn't matter to me. Figure out a shape for your body for every letter of your name. I'm going to step away so you don't feel stared at. Spend the next 1 minute creating a string of poses that spell your name. You are welcome to use any body part. This is just for growth, curiosity, creativity, and fun. Does not have to be exact. You have 30 seconds left. Ten seconds, keep working, please. And pause. Stay facing whichever direction you're facing, whether you're facing the rest of the group or not. And we're all going to spell our names at the same time. And you can say the letter that you're doing out loud. So if you're in a classroom environment, if you're watching this in a group, it's probably going to be a little loud and bonkers, and that's fine and fun. Here we go. Everybody spell at the same time. M, I, spell your own name. S, S, M, A, C, K. And everybody pause. Everybody breathe in. And out. Do a humming breath with me. Breathe in. Okay, we'll be a little bit less wild. I really super have summer on my mind. Filming this during the roasting and toasting unseasonably hot weather. So I have been thinking about what I want for this summer. And what I have been thinking of are the popsicles. Everybody turn Vrikshasana into popsicle pose. And I want you to, hopefully this doesn't make you too hungry, I want you to think of your favorite flavor of popsicle. Imagine what it smells like. Imagine the colors. Imagine the smell and colors of your favorite popsicle or ice cream treat. Melt. Uttanasana, forward fold. Stand up tall in Vrikshasana. That one melted. Fortunately, you can get another. Balance on one leg, my pals. Be a popsicle. Think of the flavor this time and the textures. Is it smooth? Is it crunchy? Is it sour? Is it sweet? Think of your favorite popsicles, textures, and flavors. Bad news, we melted. Melt, 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 melt. I'm thinking of popsicles and ice creams. I'm also thinking of the lake. Oh, I love the lake. Let's be waves in Lake Michigan. Stretch your arms overhead, Ardha Navasana. The waves crash on the shore, Uttanasana, fold forward. Stretch your hands up high. And then crash on the shore, down low. 2 more of these, my pals. We reach up, up, up. We reach down. Stand up tall. I'm thinking of maybe trying hiking this summer. What is your personal opinion on hiking? Just a thumbs up or down. I'm a little bit here right now. You might have a stronger opinion than me. Let's do Ekkapoda Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose. Of course, we don't really have mountains to hike on here, but a fun thing to imagine. Stretch your arms overhead. I want you to think, as we're standing in Ekkapoda Tadasana, think of some beautiful bird song. Some tweeting, some cheeping, chirping as we're hiking in our minds. Drop your arms heavy. Drop your foot. Shake it out if that feels nice to you. And our second side, stand up tall, Ekkapoda Tadasana. This time I want you to imagine the sensation of a breeze wafting over you. Think of nice, gentle wind cooling you as you are hiking. One more big breath, you can do it. Drop your arms, drop your legs, shake it out. I'm thinking of popsicles, thinking of the lake, I'm thinking of hiking. I'm also thinking of kayaking. Ooh, I love kayaking. Everybody have a seat. If you are in between desks, please be super careful with this one. People occasionally fall backwards in this pose, and that is okay, but I don't want you to smack your head on a desk, so be mindful, okay? I'm gonna turn sideways. You only turn sideways if that is safe in the room you're in. I had to check the time. Are you ready to kayak? Pick up your toes a little. Pick up your toes a lot. And begin to kayak. Try to sit up super tall. We are in Ardha Navasana, which means half boat pose. I just enjoy calling it kayak because that's a fun word and because I love kayaks. Okay, all right. Let's pretend we are on a much bigger boat. I have certainly never been on a cruise ship, but it is a fun thing to imagine. Stretch your hands up, stretch your toes up. This is Navasana or full boat. And lastly, this summer, I am thinking of rest. Fold forward, reaching for your toes. This is Pashimotanasana, a forward fold. If this is uncomfortable for you, I would recommend bending your knees. I'd also recommend dropping your head heavy. My expectation is not that you are stretching far toward your toes or really close to the floor. My expectation is that you are trying hard and relaxing. Whew. It's been a hard school year for probably most of us, and I'm really looking forward to a little bit of rest this summer. I like to rock in this shape. You don't have to. We're going to take about 3 more breaths here. And roll it on up. Sit in any way that is comfortable for you. And consider for a moment something you are looking forward to this summer. What is on your mind? Could be anything. Maybe you're looking forward to even watching a particular show or seeing somebody a little bit more than you had time to see them in the school year. Just think about something that is going to be good and nice for you this summer. Keep that thought in your mind as you connect your thumb to your index finger, thumb to middle, thumb to ring finger, thumb to pinky. Continue. Keep it up. One more. Take a big breath with me. Let it out. We're at our 15-minute mark. I'll see you again soon. Oh, hello. I'm so glad you're back. We started things a little bit wild, a little bit goofy with a summer theme. But let's take it down a notch. Let's begin seated, please. Let's roll our shoulders back to get comfy and to get cozy. Roll those shoulders forward. Listen to one shoulder. See what it has to say. My neck cracked so very much. Check out what your other shoulder is up to. Yes, hello, it's me, Ms.Mack. What's up, shoulder? Oh my God. Come to the middle and nod your head. Yes, you betcha. Absolutely. Shake your head no, absolutely not. I would never dream of such a thing. And my most favorite, take your neck in a big circle, my pals. This makes me dizzy, so I close my eyes. You have that choice if it appeals to you. And come to the middle. You're going to read a book today. I normally spend my summers teaching yoga to 2nd through 5th graders, and they always really enjoy this book. It is about partner yoga. Normally I would have my kids pair up, but that of course is not going to be safe or doable in this situation. So as you look at these poses, I want you to think of ways you could adapt them, you could change them, so that they can be solo poses, things that we perform or that we practice by ourselves. I'll offer lots of ideas, of course, but you can sprinkle in your own. So sit in a way that is comfortable for your body. Do what you need to do to be able to fully focus on Ms.Mack and the book. Here we go. Yoga Friends by Miriam and Rolf Gates, illustrated by Sarah Jane Hinder. When I am with you and you are with me, together we become what we want to be. We sit back to back and take a deep breath in, then let it out slowly, and we're ready to begin. I love the fall trees in the background. We are a feathery owl gazing down to the ground. A twist to each side, and we see all the way round. That owl is adorable. Look at its big eyes. Ooh. We are a lizard on a rock, basking in the sun. Back and forth we go until our rest is done. Ms.Mack is dreadfully frightened of octopus, like so much. One small turn, and we're an octopus, swimming silently so as not to cause alarm. We move slowly under the water, arm after arm after arm. This one is very often my students' favorite, so I'm looking forward to adapting it in a time when we got to do yoga by ourselves, not with partners. Okay, that octopus does not look very menacing, but I remain frightened of them. I stand by what I said. Another shift, and we are face to face and toe to toe. Now we're a sailboat, skimming across the waves as it goes. Next, we turn into a drawbridge and balance by looking right into each other's eyes. Holding not too loose and not too tight, we help each other rise. We are stronger together. Hand in hand, we spread out wide. Leaning in, we curve to form a heart, with each of us as one side. Now we grow into a tree with deep roots and limbs that reach the sky. I think that squirrel is just outrageously adorable. I love squirrels. Why is that snail's neck so long? What an incredibly long-necked snail. Standing tall, we are quiet and still as the busy world moves by. When I am with you and you are with me, together we become what we want to see. What else can we be? The end. So I have two ideas for how we could do this book in a socially distanced way. My first idea is if you are in a classroom setting, you could still pair off, but be far away from someone and of course not touching them. So if it's comfortable for both of you, you could be maintaining eye contact as you do these poses. The other option, if that's not possible, or also if it's just not comfortable for you, that's a lot of eye contact, I get it. The other option would be to think of someone you would love to do these poses with. A parent, a best friend, a cousin, a classmate. And then we could be sending like happy thoughts to them. We could be sending attention to them as we practice these poses. So either you are partnering with someone far away in your classroom, not touching them, not getting in their space, or you are imagining that you are doing these poses with someone you love and want to send good thoughts to. Okay? Cool. I'm going to think of my friend Abby as I do these poses, and I'm going to send good and happy thoughts to my friend Abby. Let's do these poses, my pals. So we begin with mountain pose. So they're holding hands or they're connecting palms. How could we adapt this so that we are not touching other bodies? We could just do regular old mountain pose. Of course, yes, absolutely. I bet that's what most of you said. Please hold, tangled mic. There we go. So here we are in mountain pose. And you can either be looking at your partner in the classroom, or if like me, there's no one in the room with you, I am thinking of my Abby. I am pretending we're squeezing hands. I take a nice big breath. Let it go. One more breath in mountain pose. Change one thing. It can be anything. You could change the position of your head. You could change so you're balancing on one foot. I'm going to change my arms. Change one thing. Take a breath. Let it out. Relax. So the book starts in a partnered version of a mountain pose, Tadasana. And how can we adapt this? Yeah, this is just Sukhasana. They just happen to have their backs against one another. So come to Sukhasana, which just means easy pose, cross-legged. Take a nice big breath. Let's take 2 more. Ooh, this feels very calming and relaxing to me right now. I hope it does to you too. You can stay right there. From Sukhasana, easy pose, our yoga kids transition to a twist. So from cross-legged, put one hand on your knee, your other hand behind you. Normally this hand would be on your partner's knee, but you can just put it on the floor if you can reach. Or you could also put your hand on your back as well, whichever is more comfortable for you. So if you have a partner in the classroom, like if you're connecting with someone through eye contact, you might need to swivel so that you can still see them. You might need to turn all the way around. Come to the middle, look at me. Put your other foot in front. This is actually really good for you to have your non-dominant or your funky leg in front. If you truly hate the way it feels, then you don't have to do it, that's fine. Just be cross-legged. Twist the other way. Look over your shoulder. And either send positive, encouraging thoughts to your person or figure out a way to make eye contact with the person if they're in the room. One more breath. Into the middle. I love the next one. You can stay right where you are. From the twist, with this outrageously cute owl, are these lizard back bends. So we're still cross-legged, Sukhasana. I'm going to turn sideways. You don't have to. Just put your hands probably on your knees, maybe on the floor, and you bow forward. Fold forward as far as is comfortable for you. We don't ever want yoga to hurt, so if you're experiencing lots of discomfort, that means that you folded too far, and you can just sit up a little taller, no big deal. And then sit up tall. We're doing a back bend. Normally we would lean on our partner's back, but we don't have that option here. So instead, we can puff our chest forward and take our gaze up. And then just switch between those two. You can go faster or slower than me if you choose. It might not be super comfortable to go super fast, but I will give you that choice. It's your body. One more. And the last one we have time for in this segment, now that we've done the forward folds and the back bends. My kids always love this one, my 2nd through 5th graders at camp, because it's a little ridiculous. So you put your legs in front of you like in Tadasana, except make it a little sloppier. So your legs are a little bit farther apart. And you see how I'm not really sitting up? I'm a little bit slouched. And the idea is that you're a sea creature, so you have these tentacles, but it's more fun if you make all of your limbs tentacles. So you can like pick up your legs and wobble, and it's a little bit of work for our abs, and it's a little bit of exercise, but mostly it's just ridiculous. If you want to, you can go super fast. And let's fold forward. You can fold forward kind of like sloppy. You know, you don't have to be sitting up tall. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. If you want to, you can imagine what color sea creature you are, how many limbs you have. Imagine your personal sea creature. And then sit in a way that is comfortable for you. Take one breath with me. We have come to another 15-minute mark. Time to pause the video. I will see you again soon. Yes, hello, it's me, Ms.Mack. Hello, hi. When I last saw you, we were exploring the truly delightful Miriam and Rolf Gates book, Yoga Friends. And we left off with a perennial hit. Means my kids like it every year. This made up, silly octopus sea creature pose. And I neglected to give you the opportunity to lift your legs off the floor, which is when things get really ridiculous. So, take a breath first. Settle in. A train stopping breath now. Okay, back in that sea creature pose. Have a seat on the floor if you're not already. I'm going to be sideways. You don't have to be. That might be the safest, best option. If you're between desks, be careful. And while our legs are a little bit spread out, or a little bit slouched, and begin with some tentacles, a swaying and a swishing in the sea. And your arms take a break. Your legs turn into tentacles. Try it. It's fun, I promise. It's fun in my opinion. And then have everything in the air. Well, actually, I think that's easier than picking up one leg at a time. What do you think? It's easier than I thought. It's not so bad. I'm a squid. I'm not an octopus. You be whatever you want. And stretch it on forward. We've got just a few more poses from this lovely, lovely book. We have been, is this a creature? Y'all absolutely know how to do boat pose. But notice they have added a twist that we've never done in this series. They're using each other's hands to stay balanced in the twist. Since we don't have that option, let's adapt. We're adaptable. Just like when we did kayak pose at the beginning of this series, beginning of this video, we sit up tall. It's important that our chest is lifted and proud for boat pose. Otherwise, your boat's gonna capsize, it's gonna tip over. We lift. And then you can lift your toes even higher. So this one is familiar, yeah? How about a twist? Hold on to your leg. Oh, this is very hard. And open your arm behind you. Other way. Hold your leg. Open your arm. Yeah, two more. You can do it. I believe. Hold your leg and open your arm. And one more. Switcheroo. Beautiful, plain old boat pose for one more breath. Easy peasy now. And crash. Or, at least come ashore. Gorgeous. Does anybody remember the Sanskrit for boat pose? It starts with the letter N. If you said Navasana, you were correct. So, thinking of our person or making eye contact with a partner in the room but not touching them, we can boat pose. We can also, we are calling this drawbridge. Does everybody know what a drawbridge is? It's the kind of bridge that you can lift. So think of like downtown here in Chicago in the Loop, how they can lift the bridges up so like tall boats can go underneath them. That is a drawbridge. Or often in like books or movies, if there's a castle, they're able to lift their bridge. And that is the idea behind this. So they are using one another's hands in order to stay up. They're using opposing body weight, pulling away from one another to be supported. And since we don't have that option, we will what? We'll use our core muscles. Here we go. Stand up tall in Utkatasana, chair pose. Another one of Ms.Mack's most favorites. So park your feet underneath your hips. Bend your knees a lot. They were able to hold on to each other, which let them pull away. That's much too much work for my back already. We don't have that option. So we bend our knees, and it's okay if your chest comes forward. Bend your knees even more in a drawbridge. Stretch your arms forward. Think of your person or look at your person if they're in the room with you. One more breath. Come to standing. I think we may have two more from this book. Utkatasana, which means chair pose, but they have renamed it drawbridge for this book. Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Step 1 foot back. Bend your front knee a lot. Stretch your arms. If I were sideways, I would look like this. You don't have to turn sideways. I'm gonna just stay this way so you can see me. If you want to wiggle and wobble, you are absolutely welcome to. Switcheroo. So yes, you will be looking the other way. If you are looking at the back of your classroom right now, that is perfectly fine. Bend your knees a lot. Stretch the arms. If your arms are like this, they're not gonna feel good. So instead, send energy to your person. Send good vibes. If you want to wiggle, you can. I always like a little bit of extra movement. If you want to stay still, you can do that too. They're both fine choices. And then in the next picture, they scoop their hand and stretch backward. So they make a heart shape with their arms. Imagine this is like the half of a heart. So just imagine your person is making the other half. Bend one knee just so very much. Stand on up. Swivel one more time. So this time you'll be facing the original direction, yes? Yes, Ms.Mack. And bend. Stretch up and back. Take a nice big breath. Imagine that person making the other half of the heart. What a nice image. And come on up. I'll show you that illustration. So we were in Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. And then they made Reverse Warrior an absolutely adorable heart. I love the colors in this book. Look at those beautiful pinks and blues. Oh, and then we end with two versions of tree pose. So this one is a little bit twisted. What is up with that snail, man? I just don't know why its neck is so long. I don't trust that snail. And then this one is a little bit more traditional and straightforward. So we will switch between these two. In the sunshine, bloop. And in the rain. Here we go. Think of your person. Think of what you like about that person. What do you appreciate about them? And picture their face in your brain. And hop into tree pose. You pick the side, and you pick how high or low your foot is. I pretty much always like to have my foot on my calf. You're welcome to have your foot lower or even all the way up on your thigh. Turn this into a twist. Tuck one hand behind, so you're holding onto your hip. And then imagine that you're like giving somebody a high five, or you could hold your shoulder. I think that's more comfortable for me to hold my shoulder. Take a nice big breath. Unravel, come to the middle, reach your fingers down. Relax your arms, relax your foot. Give it a shake if you please. Let's do our second side, and then that will conclude our movement practice for today. You decide where your foot goes. Mine wants to be on my calf. Stretch your arms down. We have our twist. Reach around for your low back, and then either, like in the illustration, pretend you're like giving them a high five, or it feels better to me to have my hand on my shoulder. Your choice. Breathe in your Vrikshasana. Unravel, come to the middle. Reach your fingers down. Plant your foot. Shake it out. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes. And I just want you one last time to think about that person. Think about what you appreciate or enjoy about them. It's a different way to practice partner yoga, but I noticed that I feel happier and more relaxed than when I started this. So I hope you do too. Let's reach our hands up, touch the sky, Ardha Navasana. I'm gonna turn sideways, you don't have to. Fold forward, Utkatasana. Ooh, one more of those, a luxurious stretch all the way to the sky. You can look up if that feels nice for your neck. And reach down, down, down. Hang out here for one breath. Your knees can be very bent. I don't care how far forward you are stretched. And make your way to a seat. Some of us might be in desks. Some of us might be on the floor. Either of those is fine by me. Let's get some wiggles out of our shoulders. Get some movement out of your head. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Get some movement out of your hands. And anywhere else that needs to move. I want to move my shoulders a little bit more. You might move your feet or your elbows or whatever. Make your way to stillness. So today's class was a lot about creativity, curiosity, and connection. I asked you to be pretty goofy and open a lot of times. That's easy for some people, and it's hard for other people, and both of those are fine. So know that next time I see you, our class will be a little more traditional, a little more serious, so that everybody has the chance to get the kind of yoga that they might enjoy the most. But right now, we got to end with a nap, Shavasana. If you are in a room where you can comfortably lay down on the floor, you are welcome to do that. If not, you could slump forward on a desk or on a table. Arrange your body in the most comfortable way for your setting, the kind of space you're in. Close your eyes if that is comfortable. And take some nice, long, deep breaths. We spend a lot of time and energy thinking about what we like about that person we were imagining we were practicing partner yoga with today. I want you to think of something that you like about yourself. What is something you are proud of, or something about you that you think is cool or interesting or good? Tell yourself something nice about you. And we're simply going to rest for 1 minute. Enjoying the good things about ourselves, the good things about others, and the goodness of rest. Good night. Yogis, gently move your fingers, hands, and wrist in a way that doesn't make noise. Let them be. Gently move your toes, feet, and ankles in a way that doesn't make noise. Let them be. Stretch your whole body and make it a good one. Imagine you've just woken up. Reach through your fingers, reach through your toes. And then come to seated if you are not already. Next week will be my 10th and final video for you, and it'll be super relaxing and chill. I hope you enjoyed practicing yoga with me today. I sure enjoyed practicing with you. See you next time.